When I was little, my parents often left me in the village with my grandparents. My favorite seat was next to my grandma. Wherever my yaya was, I was next to her. Was in the kitchen, in the garden, in the church. Somewhere there, in arm's length, you would see me too. Later, my favorite uncle was my role model. To me, he was the best football player in the world. I really wanted to be like him, but the truth is, I didn't quite have the skills. I followed him everywhere. Wherever he went, I wanted to be with him, and wherever he sat, I wanted to sit next to him. Of course, later on, when I met my wife, I was trying to sit as close to her as possible. That's probably why in 6 months, we became one flesh. What I'm trying to say is that we all have people in our lives that we are attracted to. Their presence makes us happy. They have a unique ability to bring out the best in us. They have something sacred to us, something that attracts us and keeps us close to them. We want to be with them all the time, no matter where they are. We want to be there simply because we love them. I think that was the case with James and John, the two disciples of the Lord who wanted to be next to Christ when he would come in his glory. Simply they loved him and wanted to be by his side all the time, especially in his glory and in his joy. They were the ones who from the first moment they saw him and heard him preach there on the Sea of Galilee, they gave up everything. They gave up boats, fish, nets, and their families and ran to follow him. Perhaps to the other disciples, their desire may have sounded ambitious, but as ambitious as it was also natural. And basically, what Jesus told them is that if you want to have these positions, you must be last. You have to serve everyone else first. And if we think about it, we will discover the truth of this matter. We will realize that all the people who we're attracted to, all the people we love and always want to be with, is because they loved us first. They were the ones who came to us. They were the first to put themselves last, to come to serve us, to care for us, to protect us, to love us, to come and be there for us before even ourselves. That's what love always does. That is what Christ offers to each of us. Christ is the head of all humanity, and yet he serves all humanity without demanding to be served. He is the one who is giving his soul as a ransom for many. He is the first, the giver of life and the ruler of death. And yet, he is the one who takes the last place for our sake and goes up on the cross. The only one who is sinless, and by his innocent blood, cleanses the sins of all of us. He is the one who governs us in love and leads us by example. It is he who teaches us how it looks like to die for those you love. And that is why he will always be the one who holds the first place in our hearts. Love is a force. It is the most powerful force in the world, the only force that can inspire anyone to do things willingly that he would otherwise never do. There are governments and worldly authorities that impose people to obey. There are authorities that own all the wealth of the world and rule all the nations. But the hearts of people are as far from them as far as the east is from the west. They might own our sweat and wealth, but not our hearts. Human hearts simply do not follow authorities, unless they are corrupted, unless they are full of self-interest. Otherwise, human hearts are inspired and follow love only. Today, the only true and crucified love, Christ Himself, asks us to also walk in our lives following His own example and to exercise whatever form of authority He has given to each of us with love and not with authority. To be a family man is a form of authority. To have money, a high position in our work or in society, all of these are a form of authority. So, whatever authority has given us, whatever our own body is called, family, work, church, state, let us govern it with love. Let us govern it by following His own example and rule others in a loving way. If we require our children to follow rules and demand their respect, we are more likely to get distance from them. They're very likely to appear perfect and obedient in front of us out of fear, but we will have no idea what is really going on in their lives. They will be afraid to share their truths with us because they will know that their truths are not in line with our authoritarian standards. But instead, if we do not force them and just lead them by our own example, if we take the last place for their sake, and like good captains, we are the last to jump off the ship, then we can be sure that we will enjoy the first place in their hearts, and they will always want to be next to us. The best seat in the house will be next to us, full stop. And just like that, the last should be first. This is the most Christian thing we could ever do in our lives. And this is what will also place us at the best possible seat next to Christ in the kingdom of heaven. Amen.